This house belonged to a certain Antipas and Clemency Gibbs. Is that?
Yes. Something's here.
Did you feel that?
It's close.
Something's here.
Hidden. Look up. The ooze, oozed through the very stone.
The Gibbs' land was barren. They were struggling for money. And of all of them, just this one house fell down.
Maybe it was personal.
Was the Gibbs' house targeted by the ooze?
Obviously. Look around you.
Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs, have you read my paper?
I read it, aye. And then I washed my hands and prayed for grace. You claim to prove that there is no curse. Well...
A witch would say that, wouldn't she?
Wherever people gather to live, disease takes hold, and I believe... What are you doing?
Your evil lies shall be destroyed. We know who you are, and you shall be judged. Witch!
That was Deborah. She built a case for her rationality, and they tore it apart.
Something's nearby.
Where is it?
Something's concealed.
Mrs. Gibbs, I presume.
To make you angry. Gunpowder. Another shadow.
What do they want? Red, something is keeping me from manifesting.
In here? Ah, shite.
red. I can't manifest anymore.
I see a ghost ward. What are they doing down here? Away with you!
I can't. Take care. The place is warded. I can't, Rory. Better.
You're welcome.
Now let's inspect the body.
More efficient than cannon powder. Expected no less from
There's a tough one.
this for you.
Someone didn't want to stay dead.
Clemency Gibbs blamed the epidemic on a witch. Come from New Eden Town with the governor.
That's not what Deborah was saying.
The Gibbs were not at home to rational explanations. See anything?
Either the water table is full of ooze, or there's another source.
Let's search upstream.
Try another one. Can I join in too? Over there.
Elusive little buggers.
Off you go then.
Have some of this!
Make a run for it!
Suddenly feel invigorated. It was weird. Well, pleasant.
Told you. Don't step in that. I mean it.
We'll find a way around that.
Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Forgive,
Those echoes were here when the shadows speaking.
They always appear near the ooze.
So do the whispers.
But which came first? Red, come look. Wards. I'm going to need a hand here. Missed me?
Always. You're something to behold.
Wasn't I always? The whispers say the same things over and over.
What kind of entity would be so obsessed?
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
To deliver you from the way of evil, your captives are unleashed upon you.
Possession incoming.
Then get back up! That corpse is taking aim. Reinforcements!
Watch out. Spectre possession.
Away with you!
Yet in your power and in your pride, you brought yourself into labor flame.
This looks perfectly drinkable.
Famous last words.
Why hasn't the poison spread to the groundwater?
Perhaps it shifts and shapes, like the void. Well, at the very least, it shifts. Looks like the ooze comes from a distinct source. This whole country is rotten to the core.
And you're just now reaching this conclusion?
If I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you.
Perhaps if you gave me the space to have one, then we'd both be better off. Someone came through here, someone real, not just a shadow. Whoever it was, looks like the ooze got him. What do you think, Antea?
You wanted the space to have your own opinion. I'm giving it to you.
This must be Antipas Gibbs. Hell of a fall to live through. Now join in any time, Antea.
What do you think I'm doing?
This is God's land. How could we let a witch come to our community? Instructing our children, no less.
'Tis no surprise. New Eden brims over with backsliders. The governor, chief amongst them.
Aye, many had to sicken and die for him to act. But the deed is not yet done.
We must fight the Lord's good fight and cast the devil out for good. Many want to try the witch, aye, and many want to see her dead.
There's more of them.
Think you could take on a ghost? They never learn, do they?
There's a top one.
Those things came from the ooze. They're like those oriental shapeshifters we fought in Bremen.
Or Bacche liquefy. This is something else. The ooze reacted to our presence. The Gibbs were so angry. Pure entitled bigotry.
Maybe they were affected by the ooze. I mean, we've been snapping at each other since we got here. Something's toying with us.
I think they made the ooze. I don't think the ooze made them. We can't leave yet. We're not finished here.
This is it. This is the source. How do we get to it?
You have turned your back from love, looked away when most needed. Guilty.
This would do nicely if I wanted to put my legs up.
Something tells me this is the condemned well. Do you think you could get that bucket down? The bucket is tainted.
Whatever you have stolen, you shall reap. Alone, forlorn, misunderstood, so you shall remain.
A strong memory clings to this place. A ghost left a fragment of their past here.
The devil still breathes through her mouth. We are cursed, and you are stalling.
Clemency, Antipas, please. The woman has been jailed. As per custom, she will face trial and justice will be brought to this community.
Coming from a magic user himself. But can you or your demonologist discernment really be trusted?
Dare you insinuate such blasphemy? I'm a man of faith.
Do what God commands of you. Governor, we ask for safety. If we do not get it, there will be consequences.
The governor used Urim and Thummim, and that made his flock suspicious.
Divination stones. He must have thrown them down the well when he sealed it. Why now?
He's afraid. The Earth took the Gibbs house. Perhaps he thought he was a target too. The Gibbs had a hand in rigging the witch trial, but he was the one who sealed it.
That echo proves that things were getting out of hand. For his son's safety and his own, Haskell must have feared the suspicious mob.
All deserted you, none supported you.
This can't be good.
you.
Who are you?
Confess! Let them speak!
If we speak, shall you listen?
Impudence! Provocation! Read the charges!
Let rule in the grave. You have blood on your hands and weakness in your heart. Guilty!
Sworn to vanquish evil. You conspired with witches. Sworn to banish all ghosts. Instead, you embrace one.
The charges: cowardice, oath-breaking, deception. The verdict: guilty. The sentence: pain hereafter.
I am no witch hunter. Never was.
Bloody hell. Is that me? Cheap trick. Health ball! What the hell just came out of that shadow?
It's working. Keep at it.
Your strikes are not helping. Let me.
Wasn't expecting to fight myself today.
Let me end this.
Ghosts are dangerous, and I've no reason to show mercy. This thing is mine. Your strikes do nothing.
You got this, man.
Shadow's got its strength back.
Don't let the ooze get back to its shadow. Leave it to me. This just won't do. I'll take care of this thing. This thing is mine. This is going to...
Never mind. I'll do this myself.
Let me. This just won't do. I'll take care of this thing. This is going to vex me. Your strikes do nothing.
Banishers are guilty of poisoning the body politic. You portray yourselves as saviors sent to deliver us. But with your dark hearts, the evil only worsens. Your witches and witches must die.
We use rituals to help the living, not curse them.
Magic is only a tool.
Bloody hell, that stings!
Blasted pest! You won't do that again. This thing is mine. I'm here, damn it. I'll take care of this thing.
Just die.
Your strikes do nothing. Damn you.
So this is what death looks like.
I am no witch hunter. Never was.
Bloody hell. Is that me? That's a cheap trick. What the hell just came out of that shadow?
It's working. Keep at it.
Ghosts are dangerous, and I'd no reason to show mercy. You won't do that again. This thing is mine. I need to be the one to face it. Let me. There's a tough one.
Shadow's got its strength back.
Don't let the ooze get back to its shadow. I'll take care of this thing. Let me. Ask for help if you need it. This thing is mine. Damn you. Your strikes do nothing. This thing is mine.
Banishers are guilty of poisoning the body politic. You portray yourselves as saviors sent to deliver us. But with your dark arts, the evil only worsens. Your witches. And witches must die.
We use rituals to help the living, not curse them.
Magic is only a tool. Let me.
I'm not gonna
this thing down.
This thing is mine. Your strikes do nothing.
I want to face myself.
This just won't do. This thing is mine.
Judgment. The guilty are known. Now justice is ours.
Enough. Can we please get out of here? That was awful. This trial. It was as if Deborah wanted us to face what she had faced. But all I feel is beaten.
I feel powerless. I were always one move behind. Justice miscarried here.
Of course. That's it. I know what that was. Such spectre of injustice has a name. The mythical infamy. I've only read about them. They're so rare, most think them a myth.
Haskell's cowardice is to blame. To save his own arse, he condemned a woman he knew to be innocent.
And so a terrible ghost was born, and sickness piled on sickness. Haskell has so much to answer for.
Is it just me, or?
I felt it too. Picked and culled.
Something's here.
Hidden.
That down there, I was tense. I was impatient.
The infamy's doing, not yours.
No. Doesn't change the feelings. I never thought I could feel such anger again.
They were Deborah's feelings, not yours.
How refreshing it is to the soul to be at once. One thing above all else, my friends, is true. The wicked are at odds with themselves.
Oh, good.
The Lord's promise of salvation from hell pleases them. The Lord's salvation from misery and sin here on earth does not.
This doesn't look like salvation from misery and sin.
The wicked pray for deliverance from the fires of hell, while piling the kindling high. They proclaim their love for their Lord, yet, in His name, they serve themselves. Their self-regard crumbles in the light of their hateful iniquities.
So true.
Mr. McCraith, my friend, I'm so glad you agree. Now, the wicked man never questions...
I have your answers.
What? Yes, good. Perhaps we should discuss this privately, if you'll give me just a moment.
It's quite the story. You might not wish to hear it. Neither may the good people here.
Please, this is not the time.
We want to hear the story. Let the Banishers speak.
Tell them, Red. Tell them good.
Aye. There's a story that starts with a question. A question for you, Governor. And maybe for all the good people of New Eden. If I give you a witch, will you do what you did to Deborah Comenius?
Comenius, say you? The school teacher walked with the devil and paid the appropriate price. That's the beginning of the history and also its end.
Is it, though? Now, I've learned much about Deborah Comenius and what happened to her, and it tells a very different tale.
And what story, pray you, does it tell?
It tells the story of a man, a latter-day King Solomon. When plague struck his subjects, they turned to him for guidance and protection, for they were God-fearing folk, and he was a godly king. The king's captain walled the sick away, but the plague spread on. The people grumbled. The king thought he might fall. He needed a sacrificial lamb.
You lose the run of your tongue, Mr. McCraith, and of the head to which it's fixed. There was no lamb. There was a trial, fair and lawful.
You're a pompous coward, fearful of anyone different, as human as that is.
There must be a man to judge, or there is no order. A man to make the judgment, and a man to enforce it. Of all people, you know this.
I live and let live. I choose only for the dead.
I choose for the living. These people are sinners, sir, and must be led back to the light. This is my mandate, my duty.
Admit it. You toy with magic you don't understand.
You, sir, are jealous.
I, sir, am tired. I've done my job, fulfilled my contract, I've found the source of the curse. The poison below the well is no more, no thanks to you.
Aha! Poison it was, then. The weapon of the wicked, to weaken the people's will. What was it, belladonna, hemlock, foxglove?
Betrayal. Truth unspoken. Secrets and lies. Wrongs, basically. Your wrongs. The wrongs you visited upon Deborah Comenius. The wrongs that led to her death.
She died at the hand of the body politic. She died at all our hands. Most of all, she died at her own.
She died because she would not submit.
'Twas not my plan to kill her, stupid, stubborn woman. Why did she not confess? I would have granted clemency. I would have shown her mercy.
You had the power to stop the madness, but instead you chose to let it run all the way to its barbaric conclusion. You brought the curse down on New Eden. Then you called we Banishers in to fix your mistake. You boast of your knowledge of demons and spirits, but in truth, you master nothing. You're a peacock. All show and no meat. I'm not here today to bring justice. But this man, your governor, brought death to your doors. He deserves blaming. And shame on me if I don't do it. Hell's bells!
Friends, have I ever not served the interests of our community? Have I not protected you? Have I not loved you?
Death to the dead.
This is unfair.
Is the evil gone for good?
Far from it.
Then who will protect us?
I will. While Mr. McCraith fights the curse of New Eden, I will protect the people of the Harrows. Or at least, try. Now let's all return to our homes and pray for forgiveness and the strength to bear the consequences of our actions. Your fee. One of the many debts my father left me.
You'd best put your own debts first, young Master Haskell.
Don't I know it?
After all this, don't forget to rest.